What's going on, guys? Nick back again with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 3 calisthenics moves that any beginner can learn today. So these are some really cool moves that you see a lot of people doing, and they aren't all that difficult. They do require some training. However, with a few tips and a few tricks, I promise you can get all 3 of these skills ASAP, and they are pretty cool, and they will segue into more advanced skills as well. So I do highly suggest learning these skills. So what are these 3 skills? So the first skill is going to be an elbow lever. The second skill is going to be the frog stand, also a yoga pose. And our 4th skill is going to be the LSIT. Now the LSIT will require a little bit more strength. However, I think it's very achievable for those who train it once or twice a week, and you will definitely get it pretty quickly. So all 3 of these are very attainable for any beginner. And like I said before, they will help you in those more advanced skills over time as well. So let's waste no time, let's get right into it. For that first skill, that elbow lever, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our hands on the ground. Make sure you're nice and warmed up with your wrists first, because there's a lot of pressure on the wrists here. We're gonna have our hands on the ground facing sideways. We're gonna dig our elbows into our center of gravity, which is our waist, right? That's what's gonna help us get our feet off the ground. If I am holding from the center of gravity, I can get my top half and my bottom half off the ground. So dig those elbows in right toward your waist. All right, and then slowly you're gonna start to lean forward a little bit until you can raise your feet up, right? At first, I would start in a straddle, and then as you get more and more comfortable in this position, you're gonna go and put your feet together. All right, definitely does take some core strength. However, it's really just getting used to having your arms in that position. It's pretty uncomfortable, and you're definitely not gonna be used to it at first. However, continue to practice it, put those elbows in the middle of your body, and you'll be able to get both ends off the ground. So for our second skill, we're gonna do the frog stand. Like I said before, this is also a yoga workout, so some of you might be able to do this already. So what you're gonna do for this one, hands straight down, around shoulder width apart. We're gonna put our knees on our triceps right above our elbow. And then same concept as the elbow lever, we're gonna start to lean forward, keeping our knees above our elbows, and put more and more pressure on our front side until we can eventually get our feet off the ground. All right, and then from there, in order not to fall on our head, we're gonna just push down your fingertips. That's gonna push you back. Think of it as your feet. If I stand up and I lean forward, I'm gonna push down on my toes to push me back. Same applies with our fingers, because our hands are our new feet in this position. This is gonna help you a lot with handstands. So I highly suggest mastering this skill. So again, knees above elbows, hands on the ground, lean forward, start to bend those arms, and slowly lift up those feet, maybe one at a time. And boom, there you go. You have yourself the frog stand. And our third and final skill is gonna be the LSIT. So for the LSIT, you're gonna need to strengthen your hip flexors and have a pretty strong core, along with being able to hold your body up. That's probably the hardest part, right? So at first, what I would suggest doing is use parallettes, or use something that's gonna elevate you from the ground to give you space for your feet to go. Because at first you might not be able to get your knees up towards your chest. You might need a little extra space. Considering the ground is right here, it is a little bit tougher. I'm gonna do this for the example purposes, but you could put 2 chairs together. This way you have a lot more space between you and the ground. This way, maybe you're not in a full LSIT, right? You're at an obtuse angle, but we wanna get to that 90-degree angle. That's the true LSIT, and eventually you'll get that V-sit. So what you're gonna do is you really wanna push down on the ground and depress your shoulders. You want your shoulders to be away from your ears. You don't want to be choked up like this. So first things first, what I would do is I would just practice that. All right, get those shoulders down. All right, and then from there, I would start to inch my way in and start to get my feet up off the ground. All right, this is a tucked LSIT. Once you start to master that, you're able to hold your whole body up. You're gonna slowly bring your knees and your feet out. I would do one at a time, and eventually you'll be able to do both. So you're in a tucked, slowly bring one out, slowly bring the other out, and there you go. you got yourself an LSIT. There are definitely other workouts you can work on. I do have a video on how to do an LSIT as well, so please check that out. Same with elbow lever, but all these skills are really practicing. If you just practice and practice these skills, you can learn them pretty quickly. They're not too advanced, and they take a little bit of strength, but like I said, all that strength is necessary if you're really trying to learn calisthenics. So if you're a beginner and you don't know where to start, these 3 skills are a great place to start. They are all pretty cool in their own way, and majority of people can't do them, so it does take a little bit of practice, and majority of people think it's really cool. So definitely learn these. You could definitely impress other people with this, and then eventually you'll do more and more advanced skills. So nothing but good can come out of learning these 3 skills. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. It means a lot. Check me out on all other social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at core_calisthenics. Also check out my website, corecalisthenics.com. I have every single workout I know in there, and me explain the right way to perform it in under 1 to 2 minutes. And stay tuned for my videos every single Saturday at 12 p.m. noon Eastern time. I'll see you guys in the next video.